Let's do it.
Welcome to the pod. Welcome to the pod.
What's up, you guys? This is The Quad with Chris Young. As always, I am Chris. We got Ryan from Miami.
It is college football week, ladies and gentlemen. It is back.
You just jumped up and down in your seat.
So excited.
Haley the Bear.
Hi, that's me.
And
I'm the
producer Josh.
That was way too much energy for how I'm feeling right now.
All right, if anyone's watching this on YouTube, if my eyes look red, I apologize. I just put my contacts in. I had them in for like 2 weeks straight, which don't ever do that.
And if my eyes look red,
You just have no sleep.
I've had no sleep, and I got on a 5 a.m. flight back from Boston this morning. So
I have lonely eyes, but
Also, if you can see them, I didn't look at the angles, but we do have merch. It is here. It has been shipped if you've already ordered it. We have the Quad Pod Squad shirts, the ladies tank and blue, and unisex and green. Or what are you calling that? Army green?
It's
What's the
Hunter?
color?
It's a heather
Green.
heather green.
Oh, Heather.
Oh, Heather.
It
is it a Haley green?
Oh, God.
I don't know.
There it is. We've already got one.
But yes,
right.
It felt right.
all current orders have been shipped.
Ooh,
Feel free to
feels
keep
so
on ordering.
right.
Let's rock the Quad Pod Squad. Show us where you are, and if you've got your orders, tag the Quad. I'll make sure Josh reposts it.
I'll see it mostly. I had a long week. I'm sorry. I did miss a couple of those this week.
Did we run the poll?
We ran the poll. Yes, we
It's
did.
been
1 week. Jimmy Fallon, which I just think is recency bias. I just think you guys are watching.
Whoa,
recency
really?
I've
bias.
been winning a lot
Come
lately.
on.
This is great.
That's
no, you
crazy.
have not.
Yes, I
actually.
have.
Leno
I've
got out
been
to a
winning
huge
lot.
lead. Like Leno got out to a really big lead.
Time out. You've been winning a lot recently?
Yeah.
No, I've won the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I won the 2 weeks prior to that too.
Okay, so you won a lot this week, recently.
in the last month.
Recency
In
bias.
the last month, I've won.
You go celebrate your winnings over here. I'll be in loser corner. So.
It's week to date, I think. Yeah, Leno was up big,
Yeah.
and then the Fallon
Brought it up the rear.
Fallon friends. I got some
Hey, look.
Fallon friends.
Oh,
you
God.
probably never-
I'll tell you right now, I do not try to alter the course anymore
Those were some good days,
of the
though.
vote.
Yeah.
I do not then
Collusion.
post it. Yeah, I do not post on my page.
Collusion.
Well, you can post it, just not who you're for.
But it already has my name on it.
Not all the time.
Not all the time,
Well.
He stopped doing that.
but I did think it was kind of funny because you just throw grenades in there every once in a while.
Every now and then. Maybe that'll happen soon. But all right. So you win the poll, Bear. Congrats.
I feel like we need a jar, like in front of all of us, with who wins the poll. I can drop a marble in every time.
Or like a running graphic of like where we're at.
Look,
after
here's the
120
deal.
episodes.
If you guys want to start doing that, we can start doing that as of next month. Just adds up for everyone. We're taking next week off.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to be in Europe. Ryan's going to be gone.
I'll be in Jamaica.
We're all gone. So next week we're skipping, and then we will be back with just a super epic week. Maybe we do 2 movies.
We'll do double episodes.
2-hour-long podcast.
Maybe we do.
Pew, pew,
Maybe
pew.
we do.
We need
pew,
to.
pew, pew.
I think we need to do a.
We do a mega cast.
a mega cast. However, I think we need to do it as a mega quad after dark cast.
Oh. How about we do
The people have been clamoring.
a regular quad and then a quad after dark?
There we go.
That would be mega.
Fan of that.
We do have
Let's
to.
take a look. Now, again, the caveat with that is I'm supposed to be in Europe for like 10 days. So let's figure out exactly how we schedule this. Anyway, there will be a mega cast coming your way soon. All right? Mega cast.
We could do a mega cast watch party for the first Monday night football game.
Oh
this
my
season,
God.
Where people watch
All
us
right.
watch football. And we could do it live on YouTube.
we just have one of these. We bring it. We put it out there. We take a table somewhere at a bar that we've been to before that you may not
Maybe at the
know
end of
the
a
name
bar.
of.
Maybe.
Maybe.
All
right.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, I
idea.
think we should
All
go
right.
into music first.
Let's go to music first.
Music.
At the end of a bar, thank you, America. Number one on both country charts, Media Base and Billboard.
I lost my
Thank you
headphones
guys
there.
so very much. So excited. So happy for Mitchell. That's actually his second number one. It's my 13th. And I'm absolutely blown away. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. This one took a while, but man, it just feels so good to have another number one. Yeah, to know that you guys like this song, that it resonated with you. It was something that we wrote just kind of like from the heart, being fun, like how me and Mitchell met was sitting at the end of a bar together. And I love that guy to death. I've loved singing this with him when I've gotten the chance. It has been so much fun watching this thing climb the chart. And, you know, it's crazy. I remember sitting with Mitchell and talking with him, just going, hey, man, who knows what's going to happen, but I really do think this is going to be something special. His soon-to-be wife is actually the one that suggested I talk to him, because I was like, hey, do you think I should ask Mitchell to do this song with me? And she was like, yeah. So, Megan, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And should we try to call him?
Yeah, we should.
Try it.
Big week, by the way, for Mitchell. Had his 33rd birthday this week. Last week,
Yes.
technically. And then, song goes number one.
Dude.
And he just announced a headlining tour
Yes, he did this
for
morning.
his debut album coming out.
Let's go. M10.
Let's
10
see.
pen.
Let's see. Oh my God.
This is the heavy tour, for the record.
Let's see if he answers. Sorry, you're gonna get phone noise, guys. Let me just. Come on, Mitchell.
Do it.
Be awake.
Answer. Pick up. Answer. He's been responding to text messages.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Maybe he will answer then, or maybe he won't. Maybe I'm lying. Doesn't look like he's gonna answer.
Your call has been forwarded.
His voicemail's
Mitchell.
not full.
If he calls back, I'm gonna leave this cable here.
Yeah,
If that's cool.
I got it all queued up. You're good.
All right, just in case he calls back. But he's been so excited. So is Chris DiStefano, who was my co-producer and our co-writer on that song. And I was really laughing. That was you.
I know. Well, that's why I moved my phone.
I just realized that was Haley's phone, not mine. I was sitting there moving it around, trying to get it away from the cables. Man, just having that song with those guys is absolutely amazing. And you know, the biggest thing for me was Chris DiStefano did not realize that was the first thing we've produced together that's gone number one.
Oh, really?
He was like, no, we've done something else, just because we've written so many songs. I wrote Losing Sleep with Chris DiStefano, but me and Crowder produced it together.
Right.
We've co-produced a bunch of stuff that's on the deluxe, but this was the first one we've dropped that was me and him
Interesting.
as a single. And just really, really exciting. And again, thank you guys so very much. I cannot express how much it means to me that this is a big old number one song and my 13th number one. I never thought I'd get a chance to say that. So
Are we going to switch to lucky number 13 now instead of lucky number 7?
that, or we try to get another one and then I would just wear two hats.
Great.
I like
Two
that.
lucky number 7 hats.
I love that.
I think do that.
I do love that.
One on the front, one on the back.
I got work to do. All right. I'm actually going to sing vocals today after we get done with this podcast. So don't worry if you guys actually like my stuff. It's coming.
14th number 1. Here we go. Make it today.
No. You celebrate in the moment, man. I never know when I'm done. You don't get to choose that. And I think we've talked about that before on the podcast, but it's one of those kind of terrifying things of I'm at the mercy of everybody liking my music and me continuing to make good music, right? I understand the concept, but it's art. Art is subjective. I have to make something that makes everybody go, hell yeah. And if I don't,
And art changes with the time. The songs that you were making 16 years ago are not the same songs you're making now.
If I wrote Wichita Lineman and put it out right now, everybody would be like, meh.
Right.
So curious, because your last two number ones have now come with two of your friends, Mitchell and Kane. How much more rewarding is it to not just have you and your song kind of rise to the top of the charts, but to do it with friends as well, to collaborate and see that resonate throughout the country music community?
I mean, I remember sitting, no joke, at the end of a bar with Mitchell and having the conversation of him going, man, I've got all this stuff. It's streaming so much. He is, I love country radio. And seriously, shout out to anybody that listens to this or watches our podcast. This is in country radio. Thank you so much for playing my song. And he would say the same thing. But he was like, I can't break through. He goes, I had the first number one, and then I'm still streaming, but I can't seem to like bridge the gap to do both, because that's really what you want, right? Streaming is the new sales. Like physical sales kind of
Are gone for the
don't
most part.
exist.
Yeah.
This was my probably last time of sitting down and signing a bunch of albums. I mean, we'll see. But people just they're making pretty much every car now doesn't have a CD player in it anymore. I mean, that's
sad.
Well, I don't know if it's sad. You know, I the thing I miss most are the liner notes, actually, is being able to open up a booklet and see who played what, who wrote what. But I'm also a music nerd, so
For sure.
I am definitely in the minority. But it's one of those things where he was talking to me about that. And I'm so frustrated. And then now he's got basically, depending on which chart you look at, I haven't seen BDS come through, which is Billboard, but on Media Base, he's sitting at number 1 and number 6. And I think he's sitting at number 5 on Billboard, unless I'm incorrect. So he's got 2 songs in the top 5 after just working his butt off. So seriously, you guys, we can just segue right to the what are you listening to? I'm going to go Truth About You by Mitchell Tenpenny, just because I want to see him have, and I'm interested to see what this statistic is. I wonder how fast the quickest back-to-back number ones by one artist has ever been, because this might be it.
Whoa.
Oh, interesting.
so.
I don't know what it is on the country chart. I mean, obviously pop chart, I'm sure that's happened before but
That's a really good question.
I told him that
Yeah.
last night. I was talking to him and I'm like, hey man, I know we're going to celebrate this number 1, but just for a thing to put like the little feather in your cap as an artist and have a cool statistic, I wonder if this will be the fastest back-to-back number 1s of any country artist.
You like broke my brain because now I'm trying to think
Now,
about
I'm trying.
every
I
scenario.
did too. Last night, I just went down a rabbit hole of like researching stuff and couldn't find it.
No Combs, no Wallen, none of those recents that would have
No,
gone back to
because
backs?
like I mean, you look at the song with him and Ernest is like way far away from the other songs. Luke will like hit, but Luke hasn't done collabs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got to put somebody on that. We need like a stat boy or something.
we do need a stat
Stat
boy.
boy. I thought you were a stat boy, Ryan.
Yeah.
For now, he
Stat
is,
boy.
but
I'll get
do
on that.
we need like we need a true like
Research department.
research department.
Yeah, we'll invest in that.
May have to
Like that.
may have to bring somebody on.
Yeah.
What are you looking up? You're pulling something.
I got a
up,
couple
Brian.
things pulled up.
Okay.
Because I got a discussion after What Are You Listening To?
All right.
So my What Are You Listening To was a throwback song that I heard. Have you ever done the old like iPod playlist
Oh
on
my
your
God.
on? No, I'm serious.
Didn't that just die?
It did,
Didn't
but
they
I'm
just
saying
discontinue
they
it finally?
did, but I had imported it to my Spotify for whatever reason, and I just randomly was like, let me play that. Shake Your Tail Feather by Nelly P. Diddy. Yes. Give me a
Okay.
little Shake Your Tail Feather.
Okay.
Dun, dun.
You know what's funny? I was gonna pick I am number 1.
Do it.
So
I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do that though. I'm not because I had
Come
another
on.
song. I
That
had
was a
another
great
song.
song, by the way.
I was actually going to do this. Popped up on a playlist when I was playing at a bar in Massachusetts this weekend.
And by the way, I was wrong. Truth About You on Billboard is at 8. So he's got number 1 and number 6.
Go listen.
On Media Base.
Stream it.
All right,
Stream it.
Come on.
1 billion streams, and he'll do something. I don't know what he'll do, but
Cook dinner for you.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
he'll
do
come
something.
over to your house.
We're not sure what it is, but
It was another one of your number ones, and my favorite Chris Young song, "Sober Saturday Night," came on, and I freaking love that song. I just do.
I don't play that enough live.
It's man.
It's
So
well,
good.
the problem is because I'm not known as a super tempo heavy artist. That's just not what I do. I've got a couple tempos, and then every time I release like a true up tempo, like a real true up tempo, everybody kind of freaks out, and they're like, like, oh no, where do you think that ended up chart was? Do you know?
2.
6,
7.
3,
3.
Ah.
Yeah,
but it didn't go number 1.
yeah. I knew it didn't go number 1,
Which
That
is
was-
crazy because it's a great song.
and that song was everywhere. You would think it went number 1.
Platinum and big old hit, and it's what I close my show with currently. I mean, like that song is massive.
Damn it, man! I wanted to know what the.
Thanks, Josh.
I like the surprise of the set list. God.
I will say this: that is what I close my show with most of the time. Sometimes I get weird, like the other night when I randomly broke into Neon Moon in the middle of you.
Sure.
It can't all be stock. It can't be the same show night after night. Yes, I'm going to use a lot of the same jokes and same gags that I know work on crowds, which is why the whole, when we were in, case in point, when we were in lockdown, everybody's like, "Oh, do your live show," and I'm like, I kind of don't want to.
Yeah,
It's not the same. Well, you're not there. 1, 2, it's just a little different to be sitting there in front of a crowd and feel their energy and pick what I want to add and what I want to delete. And I delete stuff from the set list regularly.
for sure.
I just started playing Man I Want to Be instead of Tomorrow in part of my show recently.
Oh, but you got to play both those songs.
See,
Like,
but that's
and
the
crowd,
problem.
and the crowd is like upset and happy at the same time.
Right. Here's the problem. If I do that, then I have to remove something else because I played a full 90-minute show.
I think you just got to play 3 hours,
And
you have
that was
too many hits.
that
You
was
have too many hits
curfew.
now.
No, I'm very, very happy that
Go full Bruce Springsteen. Just
life
3
is what it
hours.
is. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chart right now, and it's just, I almost swore. It's just really, really awesome to see your name with nothing above it but letterhead.
Am number 1.
2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers. Hey, what does
And I'm
it
getting
take to
I'm
be-
getting text messages from people that work for other labels.
That's
That's what's cool.
That's awesome.
It's like, I've known this guy. You know who this is. Look.
yeah.
Yeah, you've known him. Just awesome. All right, what's your pick?
I am currently listening to Meghan Trainor featuring Teddy Swims, Bad For Me. First of all, both amazing voices, and they came out with the song together, and it is freaking awesome. Just plain and simple. You gotta go listen to it. I love
that.
Teddy Swims. Already shouted him out once, and
T
doing it again.
Swims. Not T Swift, but T Swims.
Teddy Swims. You could say his full
T
name.
Swims.
If she goes into a pool, T swims.
I like that. I like that. So you brought up the discussion of CD players in cars, which got
Yes.
me thinking, because I have a few CDs in my car, my truck still, and there's one particular that's just in the CD player that comes on when you flip through the media player. So I'm just curious, what is the CD that is currently in your car or truck right now?
None.
I don't have one.
I do.
Oh no!
I do too. Let's go,
You're
Josh. What
laughing.
is it?
You're laughing.
What
What
is
is it? Wait. What is for the two of us? What is the last CD you can remember that like lived in your vehicle? But go ahead.
The one before this was the root.
No. What's in there now? Because you already have one. You were trying to be cool by changing
Yeah,
it.
I was.
What is it? What's in there?
and it's Famous Friends by Chris.
All right.
As it should be.
Yes.
Doesn't count for streams, but it does play in my car quite a bit.
That's amazing.
That's
What's
great.
yours, Rye?
So mine is actually the Any Given Thursday album by John Mayer, the live one recorded in Birmingham that was released in 2003. That has followed me from vehicle to vehicle for over a decade now. So
You just keep pulling it out
I
and
just
putting
keep putting
it back
literally,
in the new
literally.
one. You're like, all right,
Actually,
we're good.
there's something satisfying about putting a CD into a CD player and it just automatically taking it and it's sliding in and playing. I don't know. I get it. I get just a sense of like,
I haven't had a CD in my car in 8 years.
Do you think that we're going to go back to like
that's gotta
having
make a comeback.
Discman CD players that we then
Come
hook
on.
up to our Bluetooth?
It's got to make a comeback, right?
No, it's not going to make a comeback,
I don't
guys.
know.
That's like everybody that's like, it needs to be in HD, it needs to be in high res, it
Gotta
needs
be
to be in blah,
Atmos.
blah. I'm like,
Atmos.
look, I'm not even going to speak to that because
Yeah.
I don't want to make anybody angry by
Yep.
saying that I don't listen to it and that. The average listener just wants ease of use.
It's true.
That's why we don't have physical anymore. It sucks. Like, I love old school records like 45s and 78s. Like, that's what my granddad grew me up listening to on a, actual record player.
Yeah.
That's not what everybody wants. They've got it in their phone. How many times have you seen somebody like click on something, hold the end of their phone up to their ear, and
Every
listen
day.
to it
Every day.
single day? That's how people are listening. It's not in a studio with the speakers that you and I have access to, trying to make it really nice. Like, that is fantastic. I wish everybody had that. Every time that they hit a button, I wish you got teleported into a professional studio and just heard it as we recorded it. Most people don't realize that when they listen to the radio, some stations speed songs up, so they're actually not even in the original key. They're not in a key at all.
They're
They just want
slightly
to sound
higher.
faster than the other station when they play the song. That is a thing that started years ago. It blows my mind. I don't know why they do it. It makes no sense to me.
Some of it was to try to format to have enough songs, but it is a weird thing when you hear songs that you know.
I've sat in a radio station before, and I think I've said this on this podcast, so if you guys are new, welcome. Like, tuning, getting ready to play, and I'm like, why am I out of tune? And then I grab my tuner, and I'm like, oh no, this is out of tune. It's not in a key.
Although I do remember the very last CD I ever bought and played in my car for nonstop. I do remember what it was.
What was it?
Sam Hunt's Montevello.
2016.
That was the last time that I ever had a CD and it played nonstop in my car before I upgraded and was able to do a XM radio and attach my phone.
So, as much as he has kicked my little ass all over the award scene, I used to have a demo disc long before he was an artist, before I had a record deal, of Stapleton songs.
oh, whoa. Sweet.
that I listened to. But the most played song in my truck when I was living in Texas before I got on Nashville Star and moved back to Nashville was actually Must Be Doing Something Right, Billy Currington.
Ooh,
That whole record,
Yeah.
top to bottom, was really solid.
that was good.
And we played like 2 of those songs in the band down there.
Oh, that music video.
Okay, calm down.
Yeah,
That's not what I'm
easy-
talking about.
Easy there.
All right, it was Joe Diffie. Screw that. Never mind. I changed my pick.
I am putting it up on Twitter, by the way, for the Quad Pod Squad to participate in this. What is the last CD that is still in your truck or car? So
Okay.
go find us on Twitter
You
at the
could
Quad
just
with
say
CY.
vehicle.
Vehicle. By the way, do you guys remember this? And I'm showing it to you because it brings back a nostalgia for me. The RCA car connecting pack.
Okay, so what's really funny?
Yes.
The
cassette tape.
I am on RCA Records, and that is the exact thing that I had plugged into my no-skip disc changer.
Which I didn't know at the time.
It was
that
in the middle of my 96 F-150.
Yes.
Yeah.
the 20-second no skip was really just a latency before the song started. Yeah, like
It
there's
was
all
latent.
these things.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, wait. Oh, my God. Yeah.
So what really happened is you hit play, and then 20 seconds went by, and then it started
And then it
playing,
started.
and that was your skip protection.
Yep.
Good job, marketing. You got us
Good
again.
job.
You got us.
Also, I just want to say this right now. For any car heads out there, yes, I still have the F-150. It's the one that's in the Raised Down Country music video. It is mine. It was my first truck. I kept it, still have it. I'm about to get it redone because there's some electrical issues, but it's still got the original straight six 300 in there.
Oh, my.
Nice.
Where is it currently sitting?
Well,
somewhere
a lot of
in
people
Tennessee?
go like, you want the V8, but that particular model of Ford, that straight six 300 has almost 300,000 miles on it. It still runs, no knocks, and it still has the same amount of torque as the V8 did.
You know what would make it better?
It's impressive.
If it was a Chevy.
Chevy.
You know what? I've owned a Chevy, a Dodge, and a Ford in my lifetime. I've owned all three. I haven't had a bad experience with any of them.
Huh? Just a Chevy guy. That's all.
Yep. Go Chevy.
Love me my Silverado.
I miss my Silverado.
Oh.
Love me my Silverado.
Oh, Hank.
Going to write that down for a future hot take. Okay.
Oh, absolutely. That's next week on the quad. So let's move forward. I don't think we need to recap. I was in Michigan and Ohio and Illinois this weekend. Thank you guys so much for the great shows. We're gonna go to sports.
Sports.
Preseason, baby. NFL is almost here.
A week and a half.
Here are my thoughts of the three things that I've seen that jumped out to me. Washington looks awful.
Horrible.
Spoiler alert.
I'm saying
Carson
that-
Wentz, not good at football.
How much stock can you put into preseason?
No,
But-
I get it. It's preseason. You've got ones playing against twos and twos playing against threes, and then none of the ones are playing in some of the games. But even with that being said, you do have to have some takeaways of who's going to make the roster, right?
No one on that team.
There are three things that are my takeaways with football. Washington looks really bad, and that was said to me by a Washington football fan who is on the bus with me. He was just like, God, we look awful, and it's only preseason. To your point, it doesn't matter if you win preseason games or not, but the Buffalo Bills have won 10 straight
Yet they won't win the
preseason
division.
games. I we'll see. I already picked the Bengals, so there's that. But I'm just saying right now, they looked sharp. They looked really crisp. Their offense looked amazing.
Very composed.
Yes.
For a
Now they have
second
to stay
string.
healthy, and they're one of the. By the way, I want to point this out, and I'm sorry, Buffalo fans, if you're listening to this. They're the only team that hasn't had a massive amount of injuries in the last 3 years.
No, you just did it.
I'm not trying to jinx them. I'm not,
Thank you
because
for
some
that.
of my friends are
Appreciate it.
Buffalo fans.
Thank you for that.
I'm just saying they are the only team that has not had a massive amount of injuries. The Cowboys, I know it's my team. Dude, I know it's preseason. Is his name Turpin? I believe.
Turpin.
Turpin. I want to make sure I'm getting that right.
I'm on it. Yeah, Turpin.
Bernie
Turpin.
Taupin.
Cavante Turpin.
Dude, he looks disgusting.
98-yard
one-
kickoff return for a
I was
touchdown.
just about to say, is he the one that ran off?
He had a 98-yard kickoff return and a punt return for a touchdown
86-yard punt return for
in the same game.
in the preseason.
That's Devin Hester stuff
That
over
is
there.
exactly. And by the way, who was our returner before was CD Lamb. I don't want CD Lamb back
No,
there
you don't want
returning
him getting
punts.
those hits. No way.
No.
And I talked with Stacy, my head of security, about this. Dude, no. I don't. The last thing I want to see is our wide receiver 1 or 2, however you place him, back there returning kicks. Absolutely not.
You know where Turpin came from?
I do not.
He was the USFL MVP
Yes. Yes,
for the
he was.
New Jersey Generals.
Yes,
How
he
about
was.
that? We have a minor league
He is
for the NFL.
He is a 26-year-old rookie. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct.
All right.
All right.
So
There's
that's
hope,
where he
y'all.
came from.
There's hope for all y'all.
I'm
hope for all
so
y'all.
seriously. I think the XFL is going to expand that. I think that's a good thing, and I'm so glad that it's happening. But I really, those are my 3 takeaways, and then 4 is the Bears can't block anybody.
Nope.
At least we've won some games.
It's preseason.
The Chiefs stopped playing. We let a safety kick
Yeah.
a field goal.
Yeah, I know you did.
preseason.
I don't have anything to argue because I know we might be worse than the Jaguars.
No.
Did you, by the way, see who is now known as the punt god for the Buffalo Bills? Punting 86-yarder.
Didn't it get called back?
It did, but it went 86 yards.
It
So
doesn't
it's
matter.
null. It doesn't matter.
Matt Race.
It went zero. It went negative
It went
5
negative
yards.
5 yards.
86 yards. That is
Look,
insane.
dude, that is fantastic, and I love that for him. But the biggest thing in the world that everybody forgets is they're all like, punters and kickers don't matter. Yes, they do. 1. 2, you have to have a good line because everybody is just coming downhill at you from the defense. They're just trying to get to that guy kicking the football.
Yep.
And sometimes that messes with your rhythm, that messes with your timing. Sometimes your rhythm and timing are correct as a punter or kicker, and they just get to you because someone on the line messes up. That is a very difficult part of the game to actually look at. And even those stats where it's like so-and-so averaged this many yards a punt, you have to think, man, not only are they averaging those yards, they're dealing with people just with their hair on fire that are professional football players all running at them. That is a very overlooked position. So I'm not poo-pooing that or pushing that aside. I'm just saying it did get called back.
To the Washington Commanders, I can't speak for Chris, but we are available on Sundays if you would like to draft either of us. I know you could use the help, so just throwing it out there.
I mean-
I'll take a league minimum. That's fine.
If you need a guy 6'4", 250 coming across the middle, okay.
I played a lot of nose tackle, and I know what I'm doing. So
Oh,
What do we got
who's
here?
all right.
here?
We have a thing.
What is
So
this?
my mom made us here. Come here. Do you want to talk on camera?
Yeah, what is
Yes.
this?
She brought gifts.
There's cheese spread.
Nope.
Here,
There's
come here.
cheese spread.
Talking to the mic.
10. It's
She comes
red.
bearing gifts.
Cheese
There you
red.
go.
What is this? This is why you need to watch
it,
the
get
YouTube
it, get
channel, by the way.
Yes.
Hi, guys.
Just lean into the mic. There you
Okay.
go.
Mama.
So I brought lemon curd tartlets on Girl Scout cookie shortbread crust, salted caramel pies, gluten-free cinnamon vanilla swirl coffee cake with a blackberry basil lemon compote.
Oh my goodness.
But I didn't know Rye was going to be here, so there's only 3 of everything.
Sorry, Ryan.
We will share. We will share.
Yeah, I can't eat
Ryan's
one of those
cut
whole
out.
things. I'll share with Ryan. Those look delicious.
Okay, all of these are going to be in the next cookbook coming out in November. We're cooking now.
Oh my God.
And Ryan,
Yeah.
Do you eat it like
we're
an
having
oyster?
a rib cook-off.
I will.
Those are in a lemon Girl Scout cookie crust. They're salted caramel. There's
Go for it.
forks and stuff.
We will.
Y'all enjoy.
Mama,
Tell me
thank
what
you.
Thank
think.
you.
What were you about to say about the rib cook-off for Ryan?
The rib cook-off's coming.
All right.
So
You know what? And I've been wondering who judges it. Maybe we let them judge because there'd be 3
I
of
like
them.
that.
I have some people coming to judge. You said you were getting a chef.
I do. Maybe we just make it an odd number so we have
A tiebreaker?
yeah.
I had a lot of barbecue in my day, so I'm just saying.
Your dad wanted Anthony Smith to judge.
Of course he did.
Anthony,
Of
Anthony's
course,
gonna
that's
be a
his
part of it.
friend. That's unfair. Anyway, you guys seriously
Thanks, guys.
say what the website is again.
We're cookingnow.com.
Yeah.
So go check
All right.
that out. Thank you.
Yum. Thanks, Mom.
Y'all let me know what you think.
It's
Oh,
not every
yes.
day my mom drops by to just leave us.
That's a good day,
Goodies.
though. It's a really
It's
good
a
day when
great
she does
day.
that.
It's a fantastic day.
I really want one of those now.
Well, yeah.
Can I take a time out and have one? Or
No. We need to finish.
You get to stare at it now.
I want to finish that.
Yeah.
Does this make
There-
you want to buy merch with food in between it?
Yeah, right. Exactly. You have merch and food on the table. It's just, Here we are, guys. Anyway,
Any other preseason thoughts from
yeah.
anyone?
Any other?
Yeah, Kenny Pickett's going to be really good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Have you seen him in preseason? He looks really good.
Man,
Really good. Like arguably probably the best quarterback of this year's draft
let
class.
me put it this way: for all of my Steelers fans out there, I hope he is, because you
Pittsburgh
gave
guy.
up a guy that was, his problems notwithstanding, really, really, really undervalued, in my opinion,
And Ben
about
Roethlisberger?
how good he was.
Yeah.
And I mean,
we
I'm
talked-
not
we
saying
talked
they
about
didn't
that
give
on
him
the-
up. He didn't
yeah,
go to another team.
Borderline Hall of Famer, by the way.
Yeah. I mean,
By all credits, I think he'll make
Yeah.
the Hall of Fame. Because
So-
if you stack up his stats against most people, it's pretty alarming how good Big Ben was.
also, a lot of people have talked about this, and I'm going to tiptoe carefully into this territory because we don't get controversial on here, but Deshaun Watson getting 11 games, $5 million as his penalty.
And conveniently comes back.
Conveniently
for
comes
his
back
first
for
game against the Texans.
and
Yeah.
which, by the way, is week 13. So he has a week to practice and then plays them the next week.
You can't tell me that wasn't
That was so
That was
planned.
intentional.
bartered and
That was
discussed.
intentional.
Here's some of the other stuff too, and just things to consider with that. The NFL did want to avoid a lawsuit from Deshaun Watson and his team if they did force him to sit out for an entire year.
Of course.
So there is some of that involved here, but comes back for what will probably be a primetime game between the Browns and the
Oh,
Texans.
that'll definitely be
Probably.
prime. That's
I
definitely going to
mean,
be prime
It'll
time
be the highest rated game
Oh
of
my
the
of
God.
the
season.
year. Yeah.
It's intentional.
Right behind Dolphins Jets or whatever you're about to say.
Dolphins, Bills.
Well, no, you
Just
know what else is going
laughed
to
into
be?
the microphone.
The big game is when Baker plays the Browns.
Oh,
like week
yeah,
one?
You're not.
Yep.
You're not wrong.
That's gonna
it's
be
week one, yeah.
It's going to be probably the most watched game of week one.
For sure.
Because again, with all the changes, I feel like a lot of teams kind of look disastrous right now in preseason. But again, you can never really tell in preseason fully.
Go ahead, Josh.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, did you guys see the block or the block on Kayvon Thibodeau that went viral yesterday? The cut block on him where he injured his knee.
Yeah.
Everyone's calling for that play. That was the other thing, like that's been dominating headlines. There was a lineman that basically just
Yeah.
went right for the knees, and like we have to outlaw that in the NFL. Like,
Okay, here's my thing. Where do you stop outlawing stuff? Because the other day, because we have to protect the quarterback, there was a game that I was watching. I'm not even going to say which call it was. The defensive lineman literally got through the line and shoved the quarterback with both hands, never even touched him with his face mask. There was another game that a flag got thrown on a very similar play where a face mask hit face mask, which I get it. Like, you can't hit him in the head. But this guy literally just hit him like this. Like, and for people that are just listening on audio, not watching video, like both hands to this guy's chest. It wasn't to his neck or head. And he fell down. And then the guy like ran and like hopped over him so he didn't hit him. Got flagged. There has to, we at some point have to realize, look, football is a violent sport.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can cut out of it for safety.
And he's 325 pounds going full speed through a line.
Into a guy that's smaller than me.
Yeah, to do his job, which is get to the quarterback. Like, at some point, you have to just understand that this sport is what it is. We try to do it the best we can. I'm not saying chop blocks are good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a good thing. But
I want to chop block
Refs are going to ref, and they've been really bad lately.
I want to chop block this food in front of us. What I want to do.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ryan. Ignore the noises coming from my microphone.
While we do that,
for a short moment.
you do all realize this is the opening week of college football season.
Yes, it is.
So with that being said, just a quick run through of who your favorites are to win it all this year, because it's going to be a great season of college football with some really good quarterbacks at some of the biggest schools in the country.
I know they won't. I don't care. I'm a Longhorn through and through, and they have Arch Manning, so Texas.
Go Gators.
I think it'll probably be some sort of combination of Alabama and Georgia
And Ohio State?
and Ohio State,
Yeah.
and maybe a bubble team like Oklahoma State or Michigan or Notre Dame. Hooray, college football.
You're just not a college football guy,
I'm
but I
not.
love college football. I'm so excited. There is nothing better than waking up at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning or 8 a.m. Central Time.
Can I tell you why I'm not a college football fan?
Seeing Lee Corso
Okay, you're going
and
to keep going?
Reese Davis and Desmond Howard and Kirk Herbstreit just infiltrate my TV with a beautiful, beautiful,
The way
beautiful.
you use your words, Ryan,
Beautiful
sometimes
song.
I just want to be like, why?
And we're coming to your city.
A little Big and Rich love there.
Just so confused. The reason why I think this is my read on it. You can poke holes in this theory, but I did not go to college. I don't have the college experience of like being in the stands for my team. I was on campus. I went to these games on Saturday. I got real, had a fun night Friday night, went to the games on Saturday, whatever. I don't have that in my repertoire, and therefore I don't attach that to any sort of team. And I feel like sometimes with college sports, especially college basketball, because if we're being honest, except for March Madness, college basketball is really tough to watch.
Yeah,
That you are more reliving how you felt being a student and in the spirit of it, and less about the actual product. I'm not saying college football is bad. I'm just saying.
Let me float this out there to you. If you don't like it, float it on back.
How's the custard, by the way?
Dude, that is caramel pie on top of crumbled
Girl Scout cookies.
lemon Girl Scout cookies, and it is
None for you. There's only 3, right? Sorry.
fantastic. It is so good.
6 cents.
It
of
is
torture.
also very hard to eat. If you're watching on YouTube, I have eaten it all over myself. It's fine. I don't even care. So this is what I would say. I never went to the University of Texas.
But you live down there.
I was living down there when I first started following college and professional football really heavily in my late teens. And I will say, for me, it's not reliving the college experience. It's reliving, and this is what cemented it for me. If they never win again in my lifetime, I was watching Vince Young in a crowd of people in a 3,200 capacity person bar.
Sure.
Run it in the Rose Bowl.
So maybe.
And arguably the best college football game ever. To me, it was and still is and forever will be until something beats it. But that is the moment I'm reliving.
So I wonder then, it's whatever you liked around that 19 to 20-year-old range that really gripped you, and that's what makes you like a lifetime sports fan. Because I didn't go to college, but I was going to Chiefs and Royals games like crazy back then. And come hell or high water, the day Patrick Mahomes retires and we go back to being a 4-12 team or whatever, I'll still be rooting for the Chiefs, but that is my point of reference.
You're fast forwarding like way
Oh, yeah,
far.
for sure. I'm like 10 years in the future right now.
Rays took 3 or 4 against the Royals this past weekend, by the
The
way.
Royals are one of the worst teams in baseball. Congratulations.
Yeah, I just for the record, for me, college football, and Haley, I think you and I are.
I wanna hear your opinion
We vibe
on
together
this.
on this because, to me, the passion that comes from college football is unlike any other sport. There's a true draw between you, the person, maybe that whether you went to the college or you grew up rooting for them, and the university. Doesn't matter the players, doesn't matter the years. You are going to fight like hell to root for your university. That's how I feel each and every year. I'm obsessed with it. I think you follow the same suit there.
I mean, obviously, I'm a bigger NFL fan than I am college. But again, I didn't go to the University of Florida. I couldn't get in. Let's be real. My test scores were not
Neither
great.
did I, for the record.
But they also didn't have the major that I was originally going for. But it was always the school that I wanted to go to. I wanted to go to UF. I wanted to go to UF. And being in, like, Florida is, like, super heavy when it comes to college football with, the popular rivalry.
Rivalry.
I can't say that word.
Wow. Say it. Try it. Go.
Rivalry.
Nope. Rivalry. Rivalry.
Rivalry.
No,
this
two
is
E's.
it. Rivalry.
Rivalry.
Yeah!
She made it.
I can't say that word.
Jesus.
But anyways,
And that has been Dictation with Haley McInnes.
That was
But
painful.
between-
That was painful.
the argument of, FSU, and it was always a huge thing because you always had someone in your friend group in Florida that was against your college that you wanted to go to or that you rooted for. So yeah, it was really strong in Florida. And going to Jacksonville University, the Florida-Georgia game.
Go Dolphins. JU Dolphins.
Oh, I was like, okay, I thought you were referring to your Miami Dolphins.
No,
And I'm like,
man.
Florida man.
It was. But the Florida-Georgia game was always something that stuck, being the biggest party and getting to go in college there.
the
I never
largest
got to
outdoor-
go to UF.
outdoor cocktail
But
party,
I
yeah.
got to be a part of the biggest party and get to go to, a couple games. And nothing is better than the Swamp. I mean, it's
We
just
never
an
partied at
experience.
MTSU ever.
Never. Murfreesboro doesn't get down like that.
Go Big Blue. Blue Raiders.
Charge on, go Knights, UCF, Gus Malzahn.
But that's how I
It's
feel.
our year.
I'll always be a bigger NFL fan, but
Yay.
it is exciting doing the college and the college.
Doing the
football.
college.
Doing the
Love
college.
doing the college.
Hey, by the way, we are going to make an announcement, and I think we should save it for next week because we've gone
Or
a
a week
little
after,
long.
technically.
About fantasy football. We've got some cool people in the group this year.
Yes.
As always, we'll be updating you guys week to week on our fantasy football schedule. That'll also give me enough time to bring you the belt
I'll get
since
to,
it's been
I'll
at
get
my
to hold
house
it.
all year.
Do I get to hold it for the whole season?
Yeah.
Great.
Did you order that trophy?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're going to have a trophy this year, too.
We're gonna engrave
Then
them.
we may swap from the belt to the trophy.
It's 3 feet tall.
So Josh may
Oh
be
my
the...
gosh!
Good
3
Lord.
feet tall.
We're gonna have to keep
Okay.
it behind us.
I just
Well.
keep it right here in the center. I don't know. Put it,
There you
build
go.
a whole
What?
whole thing behind us.
A shrine.
All right, let's go to movies. Movies. Day Shift. Did you guys all watch this? Brian.
The first 6 minutes, and I turned it off.
What?
The opening fight scene completely
Too much
turned
for
me
you?
off. Completely
All right,
turned me
I
off.
said it was violent,
Completely turned
and
me
it
off.
uses contortionists, so you knew it was going to be
creeped
gory.
me out. I tried. I stayed the first 6 minutes, and I was so creeped out. I hit abort.
So we have the same sort of discrepancy on Rotten Tomatoes to Google users' likes. It's like a 30% discrepancy. What did you think?
I didn't see it.
You didn't watch it?
No, this has been it. My next day off is September 3rd. So it's just been.
You're fine, dude. I get
on
it.
that one.
Been
I
doing
get
a
it.
lot.
You're out of town.
Yeah.
You watched it.
Of course I did.
Okay, I watched it.
I've been dying to see this movie.
For what it is, it's super campy, and it's supposed to be. It's like very not making fun of itself.
Like tongue
it's
in
not
cheek,
like
right?
it's not
Like
B
Evil
movie.
Dead?
Almost there.
Okay.
Yes, it's very tongue in cheek.
You don't
You didn't
know.
watch
You saw
it.
6
You watched
minutes
6
of it,
minutes.
dude.
and in the 6 minutes that I watched, it was incredibly.
The only tongue in cheek was yours in your own mouth when you were like,
Was it only his tongue in his mouth?
No.
Or was he in the middle of something? Is that why you turned it off?
Look, whatever Bentley and I do on our own time does not concern you guys. Okay,
Okay.
him and Bentley, a little Netflix and chill. I don't know.
Yikes. Yikes.
Netflix and purr, baby.
A hard, oh God, a hardworking.
I don't know what else to push.
No, we need a dolphin button. A hardworking dad out to provide for his daughter uses a boring pool cleaning job as a front for his real gig, hunting and killing vampires. $100 million budget. It's got Dave Franco, Jamie Foxx, Carlos Souza, Snoop Dogg, Megan Good, like so many people in this movie. I mean, this is my wheelhouse, guys. I love zombie and
Same.
vampire. And
Why do you think I suggested it?
Did you like it?
I loved this movie. I loved how they did use like contortionists and all this stuff for the fight scene because it was like it was
Practical effects.
It is. It gave the vampire-esque like reality of it, not CGI or whatever. And they were just upside down and bent backwards, and I made the fight scene so much better.
It was pretty wild.
It was creepy.
And I loved the storyline behind it. It was awesome.
Did it freak you out that much?
It was weird, man. Like, and the whole like
The old lady's not an old lady, by the way.
well, yeah, clearly, but that was like that was the whole thing that kind of like it just rubbed me the wrong way. Like right when I started watching it.
And not to mention, I love Dave Franco's character.
I thought it was fantastic.
Snoop Dogg was amazing.
Snoop was great. He was great in this movie. There was one scene in this movie, and I text you about it, but it just annoyed the hell out of me. Is there's this is a minor spoiler, minor.
Sure.
They put the freaking cowboy hat on backwards.
Yep.
I'm like, what are you doing? No!
that
And
is
then in
annoying.
the next
Oh.
scene, it's like on correct. So, like, whoever is watching continuity, obviously,
Script supervisor just
Yeah.
failed right there.
it annoyed the hell out of me. It actively irritated in the middle of watching this film. But that was literally the only spot. I thought it was great. I thought they nailed it. They did exactly what they said they were going to do. They are who we thought they were, and it was great. It was great.
Again, if you could deal with gore and creepy bending bodies, watch it. But again, the comedy's there. The storyline is a lot of fun, yet it was able to work with what they were doing in the movie. So just go watch it.
All right, I'm looking up upcoming films.
There is The Invitation, which actually looked pretty awesome.
Dude, do you want to watch that?
I kind of do.
Really?
Wait,
I
you
kinda
want to
do.
go another vampire?
I kind of do. Yeah.
Vampire on vampire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, another horror film? What are you guys doing?
Dude,
to me,
this one's
This
like
one's
more
more thriller.
suspense,
Yeah, it's-
thriller.
It looks really good, though.
I am absolutely down for The Invitation.
Because the vampire stuff really only flips like back third, it seems like, from the trailer.
Well, are
This
you
can't
going to be
right.
able
It
to
says
get
it's
to make it to a
44
movie?
minutes long. Is it really only 44 minutes long?
That can't be right.
That would be great. Would love a nice
No,
44
I think,
short
you're,
story.
I think you're looking at the wrong thing.
Is it
1 hour
for-
and 44 minutes.
1 hour.
There
44
it is.
there.
That makes more sense.
Is
Missed
it
the
out
decimal
right
point.
now?
Comes out Thursday.
Are you
So
gonna
basically, I'll have to watch it the day I come back from Europe.
Right. Because
That'll
we have
make a
2
good
weeks. We
down
have 2
day
weeks
for
to
you.
watch it. Unless
Yeah.
there's something else that comes out next week that
1, 2, 3.
Y'all just, you guys are trying to freak
want-
me out with
do you
all
wanna do
these
Smile?
scary lists. No.
Ryan, do you want to do
Oh,
Smile?
when is that out?
When does Smile come out?
Nope.
I'll have to watch it the day I come back,
No,
but I
stop
can do
it.
that.
Stop
that'll
looking
be
at
very
me and smiling.
Oh
on
my
one of it. There's
god!
smiles everywhere. The wall is smiling.
Jack's
We're gonna
doing
hurt-
it. Everyone's
we're gonna-
doing it.
We're gonna hurt Ryan's brain.
Yeah, that'll be a down day for you to come back and
All
just
right.
watch a movie.
We should just change
That'll be
all of
easy.
the photos to like
Oh
pictures
my
of Smile.
god! I should absolutely do that. We should do it for Halloween.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
That would be good.
He's going to strategically be remote all of those days.
Oh,
Be
God.
remote for the rest of my life.
All right. Well, the
We'll
invitation.
change the pineapple to a smile.
You guys have. You guys have 2 weeks to watch that movie as we're off next week while I'm in Europe and Ryan's gone. But the invitation. Let's go to the hot take.
Hot take!
All right. I thought about this long time, and I was like, I would love to look at someone that was a player for the Cowboys. I would love to say this person played for another team. I would love anybody, but I just keep coming back to it. A record that will never be broken. Sanders ran for at least 100 yards in each of the last 14
This is the greatest
games
running back of all time for the record. Is the hot take.
Wait. I'm doing it. Let me do my thing. I got it. Barry Sanders ran for at least 100 yards in each of the last 14 games of the 1997 season, an NFL record. The previous mark had been 11 by Marcus Allen. The only person to even come close since then has been Chris Johnson, who just was the only weapon the Titans had,
Tighten
pretty
up.
much. The hot take is, who is the best running back of all time in the NFL? And I'm saying it's Barry Sanders. And it has nothing to do with his actual physicality, which he still had. It is more, I have never seen a running back with that type of vision, that type of pivot quickness, like how he would just move his hips and make people miss, how he would stiff arm people, how he would move the ball from one arm to another, which is something that never gets done anymore. I never see running backs doing that on a regular basis to keep it away from defenders trying to poke the ball out. Barry Sanders, and he retired long before he had to.
Yeah, he only played 10 seasons. Can you imagine how good he would have been if he played 5 more years?
No, he was already good enough. That's the thing.
It's crazy.
He is the best running back of all time in the NFL to me. Argue my point.
I'm surprised you didn't say Emmett Smith.
I would love to go Emmett Smith, but Emmett Smith's record is yards over much more years,
Right.
right?
Yep.
Like that is more the argument for Emmett Smith.
Yeah, he was longevity and just consistency over a longer period
And Barry
of time.
Barry Sanders
Could have
didn't-
played way
could
more.
have played more
Yeah.
years. And I sort of like, I mean, look, I love Emmett Smith. I'm taking nothing away from him. You can make that argument if that's who you're going to pick.
It's not. I was just because it's a Dallas Cowboys fan.
I 1,000% would understand going, yep, Emmett Smith. I get it. That's one of my favorite players of all time. But if you're asking me the best running back of all time, I mean, are you going classic? Are you going to go Jim Brown?
Don't pop my balloon before I set up my.
All right, go ahead.
9 seasons, 9 Pro Bowls, 8 first teams, 3 MVPs, averaging 5 yards a carry. Dude was incredible. Did not play very long. Still is the number 3 rushing of all time. Jim Brown. Tough guy.
Hard runner.
I went back and watched some video, and it really is just he is a freight train running into people.
So, all right, that's where I got this idea for this hot take from, because we were talking about NFL preseason. We were talking about the Fantasy Football League getting ready to start. That's one of those positions that doesn't get as much love anymore. And I actually, it was a tough choice. I actually would have put Emmett third. I would have gone.
I would have too,
between Jim Brown and Barry Sanders.
And to piggyback what you're saying, Jim Brown was up and down and a freight train.
Straight.
He just straight ran
Barry
into.
Sanders cut.
And
he was
cuts. He was elegant. He would cut and then he was gone. And it's two different styles of running, but man, they were.
I hear you. I can respect that.
Incredible.
I still think it's Barry, but I can respect that pick.
It is pretty crazy, though, that Jim Brown is the only NFL running back ever to average more than 100 yards rushing per game for his career.
He averaged
That's crazy.
Well, okay.
That's crazy.
Can I put this out there? Again, now we're talking about eras.
For sure.
Where the passing game was not what it is now.
This is the Bill Russell thing.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
Bill Russell was so
He had more
athletic.
championships.
Also, there was fewer teams. There was less talent
Right.
in the team. Yeah, I know.
Right.
For sure.
Bear, go ahead.
Well, who the hell else do you
You're
think
gonna
I'm
go.
pick?
You're gonna go with the fridge.
Walter Payton.
Oh, of course.
Walter Payton.
Of course you did.
First of all,
Of
he
course
is the
you did.
best all-around running back that there was. You can't argue that. Not to mention he has an award after him, but that's separate. Anyways, over almost 17,000 yards in rushing, 110 rushing TDs, over almost 5,000 in receiving yards, and then 15 receiving touchdowns.
I just want to go ahead and point this out.
All around.
Consecutive 100-yard rushing games. Walter Payton is 8th on the list.
He had
9.
who? Walter Payton or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's really interesting when you dig into all of this running back stuff, by most accounts, 2 of the top 6 running backs are Chicago Bears, and yet the Bears are just.
We are. Yeah. No, but again, if you want to look at statistics, if you want to look at all statistics, Walter Payton was best all around. Like all around.
Did he have a movie made about him, like Brian's song with Gail Sanders?
Are you really wanting me to argue
Jesus.
more football?
Did you guys watch?
Okay,
Did you watch Brian's?
wait,
Did you watch
stop,
it in grade
stop,
school?
Stop. Barry
did.
Sanders, Walter Payton, Jim Brown. Who's yours, Rye?
On the wall in this room are 2 of the greatest running backs in NFL history.
Yeah.
There's Bo Jackson.
Well, you
And there's
can't
Emmett
pick Bo
Smith.
Jackson just for length of career.
I'm
Is that
not
who you're
picking
going
Bo
with?
Jackson.
Okay.
In fact, I had assumed you were going with Emmett Smith, which is why I had prepared to go with LaDainian Tomlinson as the greatest running back of all time.
What?
But
That's recency bias.
Oh, my
the
God.
NFL's leading rusher all time is Emmett Smith. He has more 100-yard rushing games than any running back in NFL history. He has 11 seasons with 1,000 yards rushing. Holds the NFL records for career rushing touchdowns as well. 4 rushing titles, 3-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time NFL MVP. Emmett Smith.
Did he
is
ever
the
break,
greatest running back
did he
of all
ever
time.
break 2,000 yards in a season? Right.
Does he have an award after him every year?
He just, I don't know, has more yards than any running back to ever play the game, which,
Okay.
should be
Look,
considered
we're
among
just
the best.
we're just going to leave this here because we can sit and argue statistics back and forth.
Emmett
But
Smith.
We have Emmett Smith,
Gator, by the way.
Jim Brown,
Florida
There it
man.
is.
Walter Payton.
Not Gale Sayers.
Brian
Hey,
Pickett.
I
I really expected you to go Gale Sayers. I
I
really
already
did. I don't
argued
know
Gale
why.
Sayers in an earlier argument.
I know. And Barry Sanders.
Would you like?
Which your obvious answer is Barry Sanders. Do you have a list?
Would you like
Do you have a
Gil?
list?
Would you like Gil Brandt's 25 greatest NFL running backs of all time, according to NFL.com?
Give us the top 5,
The
Brian.
authority here of NFL.com. At number 5, LaDainian Tomlinson. At number 4, Bo Jackson.
I'm confused now.
Yeah, I don't know what the
At
hell's
number
going on with this
3,
list.
Gale Sayers. At number 2, Walter Payton. And the greatest running back of all time, according to Gil
Jim Brown.
Brandt, is Jim Brown.
Then I immediately don't like this list because if you're not going to put Barry Sanders at least in the top 5,
Where's Barry Sanders? I
Barry
want to know.
Sanders is 7th on this list.
That's BS. You
Eric,
can't-
Eric Dickerson is ahead of
Dude,
him.
all right, get the hell out of here. I hate his list.
Gil Brandt.
Hey guys, vote Barry Sanders if
No.
you have any
Walter
Don't do
Payton.
that.
modicum of
Man
NFL
of the year,
understanding.
Walter Payton.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the Quad with Chris Young. As always, I'm Chris from Haley, Ryan, and Josh, and myself. We guys are gonna miss you next week.
Love y'all.
We love you.
Get the merch.
And